the Stamparatus. So this is the Stamparatus. I've placed the stamps where I want them. What I did was I put a piece of cardstock. I'm just using a piece of the paper again for speed, but I've got an ink pad underneath my platform to hold it flat while I'm stamping up. I'm using a Stampin' Up INKIN Spot. We do have these available in a set of, I think it's Brights, for about £21. I don't know if it's 8 or 10 of them that you get. It's a good value way of getting lots of colours. I'm just going to stamp those 2 up first. Or I should say those 3. Also, another way to do it is with sponge daubers, which these are finger ones. And what I did here was you open up your ink pad, or you could put some refill ink somewhere, and then you just get your sponge dauber and you go all over your stamp, and that's another nice clean way to do it. Or you can buy marking right pens from us. The Stampin' Up marking right pens are water-based and they are perfect for using on your stamps. And again, you can buy these in sets of 10s in our colour families and 5s for the in colours. And it's a much cheaper alternative way of having lots of colours. And these do colour up your stamps perfectly. As you can see, I'm just using my brush side on because you get a better coverage that way. And if you want to do them all and they dried out a little bit, because they're water based, if you just huff on them, it gets enough moisture for them to stamp perfectly. That's how you use your Stamparatus. You can use, you could, if you wanted to, then turn it and you'd have you know, a different pattern, or you could have another platform with more on them to stamp in other places. Because I'm keeping this one simple, where did I put the, there, I'm going to just put that back in there. So I'm going to keep the stamps all where they were, because I might want to make a whole bunch of these. And that way I know they're all going to be exactly the same. I know exactly where my piece of paper is lined up to onto this line. So if I put the next piece in the same place, it's going to print out exactly the same. I'm going to use a Stampin' Spot to ink up that. And if it doesn't, yeah, it's not quite enough. So I'm going to go over it again, because I haven't moved anything. It's stamped it in exactly the same place. That is a technique you'd never be able to do by hand. Please don't let your magnets touch one another. As I said earlier, I'm not sure whether that came up on the video or not, they'll break, and you don't want to have to keep replacing magnets. So just use one at a time, and that's problem solved. So please, if you've never used a stamping platform and you get the opportunity to do so, just to try it, I would do it. If you're a beginner and you're thinking of investing in some quality equipment for stamping, this is a must. I would definitely get one if you're a beginner. You will never need to use anything else. Since I've had this, which is probably about 18 months now, I've barely used my my Stampin' blocks. These ones, I hardly ever get them out, to be honest. I tend to stick to stamping with this because I know I'm going to get the effect that I need for a nice properly stamped out image. So there you go. I hope my video has worked out this time, and I'll see you all again really soon. Bye.